I've now got 2 bunk beds in my room. You're right guys, this is while the glue dries. Let's get right into it. First up, the product that I'm going to be mentioning this week is a remote control power plug. I don't really know the best way to describe it, to be honest with you, but it's like an adapter that plugs into your power socket and then it's controlled with a remote control. Now the way I use it in my workshop is I have my hoover and like my dust collection cyclone thing plugged into it. So if I'm using it with a tool, I don't have to go and switch the hoover on, switch my tool on and use it. I can obviously click the button on the remote, start the hoover going, and then use my actual tool and work away, and then it's just a click of a button to stop it as well. But of course there's loads of different applications. You could put lights on it, other tools as well that might be awkward to get to, perhaps routers and stuff like that. I just think it's a really handy tool, and I'm sure if you haven't seen it already, I'm sure you'd be interested in it. So there's a link down below for you to check it out. It's a really good product. Now let's have a look at some sales. First up we've got Wix, and they've currently got 15% off Bosch DIY tools. They've got a wide range of the Bosch DIY tools to choose from, and with 15% off, that's a great deal. So link down in the description. Next up we've got Rutland's. Now they've got a HVLP sprayer that's got £30 off, and I recently brought this myself as well. It's the very first sprayer that I've ever used, so I've got nothing to compare it against, but I used it to spray the radiator covers I recently made, and it did a great job. It's great coverage, and for the price I don't think you can go wrong, so there's a link to that down below as well. Finally in the sales we've got B&Q. Now they've got big discounts on their paint range. Now there's wall paints, furniture paints, radiator paints, all kind of paints included in the price cut, so link in the description to check it out. We always use paints. I must apologise this week when it comes to contests guys, I haven't been able to find one at all. If you've seen a good contest, please leave it in the comments down below so everyone else can see. I'm sorry, I wasn't able to find one. So let's move on to the events then now. As I keep on telling you, we've got the UK and Ireland Wood Turning Symposium in July, and we've got Peter Sefton's Open Day in July as well. And don't forget, coming up in September, we've got Tool Fair that's happening in Coventry, so all the information's down below, get them on your calendar, going to be some great events. Now it's time to highlight some of the makers in the community. First up we've got Stuff I Made. Now that's a YouTube channel, does some brilliant projects, but a video that recently stood out to me was he took some power tools, cut the cord off. I know this sounds kind of crazy, but then fits a male and female connector on, so you can have one cord to use with all your power tools. So as you can imagine, having to wrap up the power tools, it's kind of messy and it's very hard to store them a lot of the time. So having a short cable on the end of your power tool and then just one cable that plugs into all of them, that's a much better system. Even if you've got a box full of cables as well, it's nice to have just one box that you know all your cables are in there. And then you've got nice clean tools everywhere else, so check that out, link down below. And next we've got Wood by Toast. This is another YouTube channel. You've got to have seen some of his videos. A lot of his videos go viral. He's that good. He does wood turning predominantly. He does massive vases on the lathe. Biggest thing that stands out to me is his leopard print, like signature style kind of thing. That is an idea that I really want to play around with. It just looks beautiful, so you've got to check that out. But he recently hit 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, so massive congratulations Kyle, well done on that. But you've got to check out his 100k subscriber video on YouTube. It's a work of art. It's really funny, it's brilliantly shot, brilliantly edited, everything about it's really enjoyable to watch. So if you don't end up doing anything else from this show, please click that link and you can thank me later. It's brilliant. Now let's talk a little bit about what I've been up to. As you can see, I've now got 2 bunk beds in my room and I can't shift for the life of me. I've got the one like kind of clad in the MDF what I'm going to be doing, and I'm going to hopefully be doing this one as well today. I've got all the pieces cut to do it. It's just trying to move around and get everything put up in such a small space. I'm sure some of you can relate to that. Sorry I wasn't able to put a project video out this week. It's just been really hectic with these beds, but there is a lot of good content coming up soon, so I hope you enjoy what I'm putting out. Now I'd like to take the opportunity to thank my Patreon supporters. Honestly guys, thank you so much for all your support that you show me and my channel. It really does go a long way in helping with everything that I do on here, so really thank you so much. I just can't begin to thank you enough. So that's it then guys, that was While the Glue Dries. I hope you liked it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. If you want to leave a comment, like I mentioned earlier, if you've seen any contests that I've missed out on, please leave them in the comments for everyone else, and I'd look forward to seeing what I've missed as well. Please, if you did enjoy the video as well, please share it around, that helps me out a lot. And don't forget to click the subscribe button and click the little bell icon next to it, and that way you'll get a notification whenever I upload a new video, so you won't miss next Friday's shop. So that's it then guys, thank you all for watching again. Before I go, I'll leave you with this. They say that practice makes perfect, but if nobody's perfect, then why practice?